Hi, this is Jennifer Cambridge, and I'm back with a challenge with Ronnie Sue Scrapper and Crafty Meggie here on YouTube. Our challenge is to use a really old scrap kit that we bought and never used. I have about 6 kits in here that are Scraptastic. I really love their kits, but I stopped subscribing in January of 2015. So I picked this one that's on top here. I believe it's from November of 2014. So it's not really old, but it's old in the scrapping world. These papers, this is just kind of a quick flip through of the papers that I'm thinking about using. There's only one paper that I pull from my stash, and that's just a white piece of cardstock. So everything else comes from the kit. Later I do use some stickers that are not from the kit, but I'll explain those when I get to them. I decided to use the white paper for my background, and then I used the On My Desk list maker, and let's see, Echo Park Made from Scratch, and Catch Your Dreams. That's what this one is right here. This is the Catch Your Dreams paper from Webster Pages. And I decided to cut it down. I'm going to back my photo, and this photo is a picture of my daughter. She spent her 20th birthday in Mexico, and it's the first time that she was away from us for her birthday. So this was a picture that she sent to me. This is the ink that came with the kit, and it is called Attic Dust, and it's the chalk ink. And I put it around my photo frame, and I also put it around that background paper. Then I take this paper, which is the On My Desk list maker from Gossamer Blue, and I just like that it has all the colors that I want to pull together from this kit. It has the pinks, the blues, and the yellows. I go ahead and I ink everything in the same colored ink. Then using the same paper, I just flip it over and take some of the yellow. I cut it also at 4 inches, but I cut it down to 4 by 8 because I want it to be smaller than the last piece. The last one was 4 by 12. I also ink that. Then I take the Made from Scratch Echo Park paper, which was the Country Plaid, and I cut a piece from that, and I cut it at 5 inches. So this right here, it's 5 by 12, but I'm going to use this metal ruler. This ruler has a jagged edge, 2 jagged edges, and I'm going to lay the ruler down on it. I'm kind of laying it straight here just so I can make sure I get a straight tear, but that's not where it's going to go. And I tear about 3 inches off of that, so it ends up being 5 by 7. No, 5 by 9, I'm sorry. So there's the torn edge. Then I'm going to ink it all up, even the torn edge. I really liked the colors. The plaid and the hearts have the same colors, and then I used that yellow to kind of tie those together. And right here, I haven't attached anything with adhesive. I'm just placing it to see where I want it, and do I want to move it or add more paper. These tags are tags from the Scraptastic kit. I believe that they're Scraptastic exclusive only because there is no other company name on there, and I really don't know for sure. I decided to ink that tag up, and I tuck it behind all the layers of paper. And then this one has a little bit of crepe paper on it. It's a light pink, and it's a black tag, and so I'm going to tuck that one in front of the other tag. Right here, I'm deciding to go ahead and commit to where I've placed the paper. So I pull the top layers off and add my adhesive. I pulled this one, I wanted to take it about 2 inches from the bottom and an inch from the left side. And then this one, where it's 12 inches, I just put it so that it's 2 inches off of the edge. That way there's 1 inch reveal of the paper underneath. Then I add my yellow piece, and I couldn't remember exactly where I had it before, so I just decided I'll put it here, and that would just have to be good enough. I popped my photo up onto Pop Dots. That way it stands off the page a little bit. And then I realized I hadn't tucked my tags underneath the paper, so I'm going to go ahead and put them over the layers, but behind the photo. You know, sometimes it happens that way and you just roll with it. I go ahead and put Pop Dots on the back because I want the top of the tag to stand off the paper a little bit, and I do not bother to take the backing off because I don't care if it sticks to the background paper or not. So I just take a minute and adjust my photo and the tag to see if I have it right where I want it. And I do the same thing with the small tag. I just put 1 Pop Dot at the top and adhesive at the bottom. Once again, position the photo and the tag to make sure I have it where I want it. And here I've taken the backing off of my photo and I stick those down. These stickers they're thickers, and they are called Maple. And I really like them. They're hard to keep positioned though. I mean, they're kind of, I don't know, you just have to be careful when you're sticking them down. They stick really well when they're put on, but they lose their shape, I guess is what I should say. So I started with the O, and I'm spelling out Mexico because that is where my daughter is. And they're kind of rubbery. And then up at the top, I go ahead and I'm putting 20. The 2 was kind of misshapen, so I just made sure as I stuck it down that I put it back into the right shape. So she turned 20, so that's what the title is going to be, is 20th B-Day in Mexico. Right here I'm using the, October Afternoon Daily Flash Mini Alphas to do my TH for the 20th and the N for the 20th birthday in Mexico. Then I just have to decide what I'm going to do for birthday, and I use these stickers, and they are Solstice from Pink Paisley, and I really like these. They're pretty, but I'm running out of letters, so instead of putting out birthday, I just spelled B-Day. And there's a dot, there's actually a couple of dots down at the bottom, and I just put one in between B and day, just to give it some separation. And these are the Maggie Holmes rub-ons for best, let's see, I think they're, from Open Book. And I have a really terrible track record with rub-ons, and I know I hear a lot of people have issue with them. I didn't think these were very old, but I did struggle a little bit. It's much better than my past experiences with rub-ons, but still, I did have some trouble putting them on. And then I used these DIY shop from American Craft Cork Star stickers, and I placed them in 3 groups of 3. One at the top left, one at the bottom right, and one set is up by the tags. This badge, I messed with it for quite a while. I cut a lot of that out. I wasn't sure where to put it, and still, even now when I look at that, I'm not sure that I like where I put it, but it's there, it's gonna stay. Here I'm messing with some of the rub-ons, just trying to decide where I want it, and I wanted to bring gold into this layout. I just thought that it would work really well. But when I put it here, I need to find other places on the layout to add it. So I add the big gold flower and a small gold flower. Will rest right on top, and they actually overlap just a little bit. And once again, I cut quite a bit of the rubbing and all of that out because I was really I would think I had it all rubbed on, then I'd go to pull it off, and there would still be chunks. So anyway, like I said, bad track record with the rub-ons. I decided to add a little bit of color in near that gold, so I put this rose just above the gold flowers as part of that cluster. Then I added a gold leaf because I wanted gold in at least 3 places on this layout. So I added a gold leaf to the tag, and right down there's a heart with a circle, and that's my 3rd place that I've added gold. I tried to use some chevrons and put some gold on there, but they kind of just fell apart. This one that I'm putting on right now says "Love This." Then I decided to use that same bumpy ruler that I tore the paper with and a glitter pen, and I'm just making jagged lines, and this is for my journaling. I made several lines, then I took the date stamp and stamped the date, and I used the Dusty Attic ink at first, but just didn't seem to stand out dark enough, so I went ahead and stamped again in black ink. And then I'm adding my journaling here. And I want to thank everybody who subscribes and likes, hits the thumbs up on my channel. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you sticking in there, and especially all those people who've checked on me, the ones that have wondered how are you doing, and I want you to know everything's good. I'm hanging in there, and I'm back for more videos. Thanks. Bye.